Greetings, St. Paul's Church. I looked at the daily devotional for today in the website Our Daily Bread, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much. I want to basically read the whole thing for today's devotional. It's based on 1 Samuel chapter 16, when King David was chosen to be anointed as the next king of Israel. And let me just read it and get back to you about certain points. During the annual National Football League draft, pro football teams choose new players. Coaches spend thousands of hours evaluating prospective players' skills and fitness. In 2022, Brock Purdy was last, the 262nd pick, and labeled Mr. Irrelevant, the nickname given to the last football player selected. No one expected he would play in a game during the upcoming season. Just a few months later, however, Purdy led his team to two playoff wins. The reality is that team executives don't always do an effective job identifying potential, and neither do we. And then the devotional explains how in the Old Testament, the prophet Samuel was sent to anoint the next king of Israel. He looked at the sons of Jesse, and the prophet was swayed by their physical appearance. God said to the prophet, "Do not consider his appearance or his height." And God led the prophet to choose not the oldest, not the tallest, not the best looking, but the youngest and seemingly least relevant, who was David, who would become Israel's greatest earthly king. And the devotional ends saying, "Why do we often do such a poor job evaluating people? Our passage reminds us that people look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. When we're asked to select someone to be on a work team or serve on a volunteer committee, we can ask God to give us wisdom to make choices based on qualities valuable to Him." It's very interesting because the main point of this devotional is that we, excuse me, we should really try to look beyond, go skin deep, look beyond physical appearance and beauty, and look at the heart and look at the character and try to look at the things that God looks at instead of just looking at the things that people look at. And we should follow those instructions and live by that. But the humorous thing about this devotional is that the story, the illustration about the football player named Brock Purdy, to me was so powerful that it kind of took me on a rabbit trail away from the main point of the devotional. And this is what I want to share. I was so inspired by that story that this man, Brock Purdy, was chosen absolutely last, and he was called Mr. Irrelevant. But he went on to prove them wrong by leading his team and playing and winning in playoff games. I know you're not going to believe me, but I am athletic. I know you don't believe me. When I play sports and church events, people laugh when I score a basket or do something athletic. I don't know why people laugh, but I have a story to tell. I joined the eighth grade. No, 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 not eighth grade. I joined the sixth or seventh grade soccer league, and nobody knew I played. And I have to be honest, out of all the teams, I might have been chosen last. If not last, close to last. And I remember after the first game, to be honest, I was one of the better players on the field. Not the best, but definitely one of the better players on the field. At the end of the first game, we won, and my teammates were hugging me, saying, and one of them literally said, "Joe, we thought you sucked, but we're so happy that you're good." and you're going to help our team win. Why am I sharing this? Life is very competitive. Life is very hard. Life is very sensitive. It hurts when you're not picked. It hurts when you're not chosen, when you're not seen as the first round or the first draft. It hurts when you're a leftover or you're picked last. And that's the part of the story that really tugged at my heart, because there are going to be times in life where you are not picked first, where you are overlooked, where people think others are better than you. And what I saw from this story, and King David showed us when his own brothers looked down on him. Believe in God, believe in yourself, be confident, believe in the work that God has started in you and will bring to completion. Hold your head up high and just stand strong and persevere and accomplish what you need to accomplish, achieve what you need to achieve. If there are naysayers in your life, and there probably are, prove them wrong, and stand strong with God and finish what you start. I don't know, I just really enjoyed those stories in today's devotional. And I encourage you, even when you do feel down and you start to doubt yourself, find your strength and your confidence in the Lord. Thank you for watching this week's video. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday.